Bumping along. Yeah, doing a little exploring here. Have I got a treat for you today? We are going to meet Heidi, former law enforcement, a flight attendant, and so much more. What an empowering woman, and the very first person I met brand new here at the WRTR 2024. She's in a cute little teardrop. Hope you'll join me. I think this is her. I'm not 100%. Is that her? Yeah! Hey, Heidi! Hey, Heidi!
Hi, Linda. Did you find it okay?
Yeah, this was awesome. Oh my gosh, this is an old stomping ground.
Yay.
Thank you for having me over here. I can't wait to get started and hear your story. Heidi, what a cool little spot you have here.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm reminiscing.
Thank you.
This is such a nice area.
It's nice.
Wow. And now I could say we're new friends.
We are new friends.
Wow.
Yes, we are.
Yes, when you came over to me, I thought, this poor girl, she's looking for a friend.
Yes. And I thought, we went in line and grabbed our pizza and came back. And I grabbed my chair and looked around and I thought, well, she probably needs someone to talk to.
Yeah,
so
just,
I said,
just sitting by myself, huh?
can I join you?
Yes.
Yeah, you were all by yourself in that big field.
In that big field. And then I was thinking the same thing. Well, what's she thinking? Like, I'm just like needing somebody to talk to? How did you know? How did you know, Heidi?
Yeah, I don't know.
I love to talk.
And I didn't know that. I just thought I came here to meet new friends and like-minded people. And I thought, well, maybe I'll go sit with her and chat.
Oh, that is so fun. I am so glad you did. And I really do feel that thank you, was divine intervention.
Right?
I asked God ahead of time, just bring me the people that you want me to talk to, Lord. But it is funny to think that I thought that you were looking for a new friend, and you thought I was looking for a new friend.
Well, she's all alone.
Yeah, and we're both pretty self-sufficient, come to find out.
Right?
So I just can't wait to hear. Yeah, once we got going. We started talking about chairs. I was talking about my chair breaking and your pink chair.
Yes.
Where's your pink chair?
So I gave my pink chair away. We only have blue now. I'm not a pink girl.
You're not a pink girl.
I am not.
You got a pink girl here.
And I was telling you that story, and I said, I am not a pink girl. And here you are wearing pink. Even, I shared with you that I was a deputy sheriff. If I would buy a pack of notepads that went in that left pocket, and any of them were pink on the cover, I would pull them out and give them away.
That is so funny.
So I gave my pink chair away.
Yeah, that was the first thing I asked you when I got here was, where's your pink chair?
Yeah, a lady was complaining she forgot her chair, and I was like, wait, I have a chair.
That's so awesome of you. I can see you doing something like that. Meeting a need. This place is just about meeting needs for each other.
It's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's really eye-opening. It's my first eye-opening. Even taking things to the dumpster, taking our garbage to the dumpster. And there will be plates there, or pots and pans and things, and things that people don't need anymore to give to somebody else, and it's so nice.
Right, and the free pile, everything.
Yeah, and then the free pile at the women's RTR.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah,
so cool.
So that was the volunteer meeting with the pizza is where we first met.
Right.
And then I just was in awe of who you are, what you're about, and I feel like you are fitting some of my mission, which is taking women to the next level beyond just being empowered.
I see. Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Just opening the door to move forward in your life and have new things and new objectives and new goals and new ideas. So with that, could you give us some of your background and tell us a little bit about you, because I know everyone's dying to hear from you.
So I am a former deputy sheriff and police officer, 20 years, mostly all road patrol, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Wow.
And I resigned from law enforcement after 20 years. I felt I wanted to be more proactive in my law enforcement, and it just, when you're shorthanded of staff and it's kind of like call to call to call to call, and I thought, maybe there's other things I can do. So I had a side business taking care of people's vacation properties in Florida,
Wow, okay.
where I was a deputy sheriff. So I built that up enough to the point that I could resign from law enforcement, and was happily doing that, working my tail off. And then an opportunity came up to apply with a major airline to be a flight attendant.
Oh my gosh.
And that's actually a high school dream of mine.
That is so funny.
Yeah, and so even I'm 59 now, but even at, I was 56 at the time, they love the fact that I was a first responder, and that I know how to handle people, and that I still love people. I feel like sometimes people, when they go through a tough career like law enforcement or something that's very demanding, nursing, takes a lot out of you, you get to the point that you really don't love people anymore. But I absolutely love people, and I love to have fun with them. So I wanted to have fun in my flight attendant career, and I really, really did. And then COVID hit.
Okay.
And it turned into,
yes, we know,
put your mask over your nose.
Yeah, right.
Put your mask over your nose.
Yeah, nothing fun about that. Yes, yeah.
And I purchased a small home, sticks and bricks, like you call it, in North Carolina, and I was commuting to Oakland, California. And after 2 years, I just decided I wanted a pet in my life, and I wanted to travel with my pet, and so I gave up the airline, which was really difficult.
And how long ago was that?
That was a year and a half ago.
Wow. Okay, so not that long ago.
No, so I was there a little over 2 years.
All right.
Thoroughly enjoyed it, but
cool. So that is
a shell of a
definitely
life.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted more substance.
All right.
And community.
And you traveled though with the airline, so that
I did travel with the airline, but the difference was, I never flew with the same person twice. So even if you flew with your crew for 3 days, you would say goodbye and you would never see them again.
Oh, interesting.
Right. So if I had been a flight attendant that had 10, 15 years and I lived within my hub, then you get those friendships.
Right.
But because I was commuting so much, my little 3 days turned into 4 days and 5 days.
Right.
So for me, it was a shell of a life. I still didn't have that sense of community that I wanted. So that's why I came to Quartzsite.
Wow. Well, how did you find out about the WRTR and the Nomad? I needed to try out your little baby floor chair.
Yes, it is a floor chair.
And you look good there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What was I asking you?
You were asking me how I found out about the WRTR and RTR in Quartzsite, and I had been camping in Indiana several months ago, and someone I met said, you need to go to Quartzsite. And I said, what's Quartzsite? So never heard of Quartzsite, Arizona. Started doing some research, and rented. I have a little Airbnb space at my home, 2 of them, and rented them out to a traveling nurse and hit the road.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So, but what about the nomad life? Because obviously law enforcement and being a flight attendant, the stereotypes of both of those, they certainly don't have anything to do with the nomad life. If anything, they have, like, especially law enforcement, getting the nomads
right
to get us sticks and bricks. So where are you with all that?
So I honestly, even when I was in law enforcement, and I'd always looked at different YouTube videos and looked at, I admire a simple life, and camped as a child. All 4 of us kids camped in a Volkswagen van with my parents, and only did it a couple of times, but it was always a great memory. And I admire people that choose this lifestyle, because it's not easy. It's work, but I really wanted to do it. And I had traveled before, but I was always alone. And I thought, if I need to find my people, and I need a sense of community in my life.
Okay, so it was just a feeling that you had. Yeah, when I was saying about law enforcement, there are probably some states where you're not allowed to live in your vehicle, and you know that I do. So law enforcement and nomadic life don't necessarily go hand in hand.
It's very true. It's very true.
That's why I was going with.
It's very true, and it would break my heart when we would have to move people along.
Yes.
You know, and that broke my heart. And
Yes.
it was something I was required to do.
Yeah, yeah. So
Sometimes.
interesting that, I don't know, maybe you'll be a law changer someday. How
You
about
think?
that?
You think? I don't know.
I mean, maybe you could be.
Does it require sitting in front of a computer?
No, I'm saying
what
about
happens?
this, you know, being a nomad and,
I
you know,
see.
and
Yeah.
your vehicle and how you,
It can
you
be
know.
a really good thing. Yes.
Yeah, yes, you could turn it around. But with that, then you have a sticks and bricks. But what are you looking to do here now? You found some tribe here.
Yes.
You're working in security, so you can't get away from that. That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yes, first timer and volunteering. I'm impressed. I think that's the best way to meet
Jump
people.
right in.
Jump right in.
And meet people. Yes.
So now tell me about your, you know, sticks and bricks. Do you have kids? And what's your future look
So
like?
I have four grown adults that all are spread out throughout the United States. And I want to be there for them. So I figure being on the road, I can. If one of them has a need, if I need to babysit a grandpup or whatever, I can go ahead and reach them. And my neighbors have been asking me, when are you coming home? I spoke with one of them today. And when are you coming back? And I honestly don't know, because I absolutely love it. And people are recommending places to go. And I'm surrounded by really good people. And we've been cooking together here. And that's so nice. We did a baked potato potluck thing the other day here, and it was really nice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
sitting around a campfire,
I know,
enjoying
it's only been
amazing sunsets.
Yes, it's only been
Yeah.
3 or 4 days. Yeah, it really can rejuvenate your spirit. And
Absolutely.
one of the things that I'm very proactive in telling people about is the go, see, do part.
Yes.
You know, and living life large.
Yes.
But before we close this one out for today, because you are pulling your teardrop.
Yes.
What are you pulling it with?
A 2018 Honda Ridgeline.
Okay, so we're going to do that in the next video. People will have to stay tuned to actually see what you're doing and how you're managing that.
Okay.
But we were talking about your website and about empowerment and getting beyond just
Right.
being, you know, it's cool. Like when I first started out in my car, I thought, I didn't know what my future would be. I didn't
Right.
know it would be a landing zone, even though I had that on my radar and it was a goal that I set very early on.
Right.
But we were both talking about empowerment.
Yes.
And not ending where things are kind of flat, where you don't have a next,
Right. Absolutely.
yeah. So what's your website and what's your thoughts on that?
So I have a website. It's not completely in the process yet, but it's Create Your Second Half, because I firmly believe that
Create Your Second Half.
Create Your Second Half.
And is that going to be a
all the
YouTube channel
words
as well?
As well, yes, and an Instagram, and I have that as well on TikTok. But I firmly believe that we have to create the second half of our life, or possibly someone else is going to make those decisions for us.
Yes.
And as I have traveled before, I meet especially so many women that say, man, I wish I could do that. And then they follow it with, but I this, or I should this. And they start shooting on themselves. And I should this. But honestly,
Shooting on themselves. I love that.
they're shooting on themselves. And other people will shoot on us. We don't need to do it. Right?
Say that fast 5 times, it might come out wrong.
Right? Yes, but I really believe we go after it and go get it, because it's so possible. There is a way. There's a way to make it happen. Just live that dream, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Exactly.
And I firmly believe God has got my back. He's got your back. He has ours. And he does want us to get out of our comfort zone and reach out to people. And that's really, really what it's all about.
Right. And it can be more than just, okay, now I'm going to put my rig together and make it a home. It can be like after you've got that accomplished, think a little bit further down the road.
Right.
You know, what do you want to do beyond that?
Absolutely.
So with that said, you have your sticks and bricks. But what does your future look like? As you know, I know they say God laughs at us while we're busy making plans.
Right.
That's okay. But what's your thoughts on what your future may?
I would like to continue life on the road and also find different missions work. Maybe the Methodist Nomads is a great program where you can go and help in disaster areas.
Okay.
I'm good with tools and building things, so to find out where that need is in my life and where I can apply my life experience and skills to benefit other people. And therefore, in return, I'm going to have that sense of community and the purpose, because so many times I think we retire or we retire earlier, make a big change, and then we're kind of floating for a little while and trying to find our purpose and, our place in life again. So by just go ahead and take that risk and get out there, we're going to find it.
Right. And talking about it too, not just keeping it to yourself.
Yes,
but because if you're sharing that, then somebody is going to say to you, well, I have the perfect opportunity for you. You never know. You never know because you're thinking ahead.
Right.
And you're continuing. And, you know, I truly believe that when you give, you get back tenfold.
Absolutely.
And so when you're always evolving and changing and growing, it's not just about living, like, I'm going to use a car for an example, since I come from a car, you know, is like so many that we've met here. They're living in a car. And is that the end for them?
Right.
And we're hoping not, that you can go beyond that.
Evolve to whatever.
Yes, because I've met people here now in the last couple days in their 80s.
Amazing.
And they're,
amazing,
and you would
right?
think that they were 60.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
So much
and
fun.
nature has a lot to do with that too. So
it does.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to add before they have to stay tuned for the next one?
I don't think so, Linda.
Heidi?
I don't think so. Thank you.
No.
I'm thrilled.
I
feel a little awkward, but I'm thrilled.
Well, you're not.
I made it to courtside.
I wanted you to be in the high chair here.
Thank
too.
You.
The high chair.
The high chair. Right.
So wonderful to meet you and talk to you.
Thank
You know, between the both of us, we could probably continue this for another couple hours.
Right.
But we'll just see each other. We never say goodbye. We always say see you down the road. And I imagine I'll be seeing you down the road.
Seeing you down the road.
All
baby.
right.
Yes.
Stay tuned for part 2, guys. This is Heidi with her Create Your Second Half.
Amen.
Amen. That's it. Create your second half.
Yes.